red zone miscues. One that stands out to me, JD, is the Travis Kelce play where if he just keeps running his post routes, instead of going to do a corner, that's there. I mean, what rationale would? I mean, what are you seeing based on what you saw from the view during the game? Why would he do that? I mean, it seemed like it was cut and dry. Where Mahomes was throwing the balls where he was supposed to be, and he ends up freelancing, wanted to make it a corner route. It's like, what are you doing?
I mean, I think that is the one where that miscommunication, because usually it works. The guys on the same page, and that was the breakdown. That's what I look at, and it's like, like, oh, you had to keep it. He's like, Dad, God, my bad. I thought I had, So you love it when he does, kind of, do his own little thing and
improvising.
Yeah, improvising, and he gets open. He catches the football, and then sometimes to the detriment, this is what goes on, right?
I mean, it looked like it was open no matter which way he turned. They just chose the wrong way. It's like if both of them just knew what the other one was doing, it'd be a touchdown because it was going to work either way, really. I mean, he was wide open after the pass in the end zone.
Yeah.
Speaking of miscues, also the miscue of not knowing if we should go for it or punt it at the end. That seems worthy too. Like that seemed really weird. He was sending him back out there and then it holds Patrick back. It was just like, what's going on here, man? Like that's not. I don't know, man. That just doesn't seem right.
I'm looking at these guys' faces, man. They're pissed. These guys are not happy at all. And I kind of figured this is how they feel. It's another just frustrating week. Just another frustrating week because you work to be over the hump. It's short week. You're kind of going out there and it's just like, all right, let's get our body moving and whatnot. We know we talk about the things we have to work on going into the game with a good game plan, at least what you're thinking. And then it doesn't come to fruition. And I think the problem to me is this is where coaches got to put you in a position to be successful. And I think our coaches didn't do that. They didn't. Offensively, they didn't do it. So, like you said, the same thing that's been happening has been happening the past few weeks, man. We'll get a little break now. I'm glad we have the game now because it gives you a couple of extra days to kind of take
it's like a mini bye week.
Yeah.
But Andy Reid's famously good after bye week, so next week should be a good indicator of how discombobulated the play calling actually is. Because if they doesn't look right next week, that's extra not good.
You couldn't have came at a better time, man. These next 2 days, give the guys some rest. Give them some rest. Okay. Do a little soul searching. This is the soul searching game right here. Do a little soul searching. Okay. Make a couple of phone calls, man. Talk to some folks that you ain't talked to in a minute. Okay. Let them love on you somewhat. And then we'll just move on from this. But,
JD, I'm seeing a comment here from Matthew Lee, which I've seen a lot of people online kind of say that there was kind of we're missing like a lack of fire on the sidelines where things aren't going right. There's not like we see it before Chris Jones yelling at the D line, like, let's go, like, like getting them like all pumped up to get out there. And it seemed like there isn't really that. We've seen Kelce get jacked up on the sidelines as well when things aren't going well. We saw Andy talking to him during the game tonight, but like there wasn't like it seemed like everyone was down. Kelce looked like kind of somber. Mahomes looked somber. And then do you want to see more of kind of fiery kind of attitude on the sidelines from our offensive guys? I mean, is that something you'd want to see, or is that like, do you notice this, or do you not notice that at all? Not a biggie.
I mean, somewhat, man, but you don't want to try to manufacture something, that's not genuine, right? Because sometimes you look at those guys, come on, guys, get up. You look at them like, man, sit down. Like, we don't need the fake rah-rah, okay? We need the real raw emotion, okay? And I think, man, a couple of days away from the stadium and whatnot, just to get your head together, may help do that. Really.
Yeah.
Really. Let the coaches go back to their labs. Heck, let the coaches get away for a day. Andy, like, I want everybody out of here for a day. I don't want to see none of you all. Okay. If the coaches come in, we'll talk and discuss what we need to discuss. But right now, I don't want to see nobody except the guys that's injured. You come and get all your bumps and bruises taken care of. Everybody else, relax. Okay. Relax. Because what we're starting this next thing, we need to understand, we come back, we need to get ourselves right. We need to get ourselves right. I love to hear with the locker room, what Andy said in the locker room, after all this thing was over, said and done. The guys coming to the podium. But if I was a coach, I'm like, I don't want to see nobody here. Unless you're getting, some treatment on bumps and bruises, I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you. Okay? Get out of here. So,
do you think, just talk about the coaching staff for a second, and On the Brown commented on this earlier, 4th and 3, we have 13 points. We're like down red zone. We already had a couple of red zone fails at this point. We go 4th and 3, we go for a field goal. Do you think that's showing a lack of confidence? The coaching staff kind of showing a lack of confidence? Like, no, just go get the points, go get the 3 points, 13-3. Instead of going for a 4th and 3, let's, take a 3 to there. Do you sense that, like a coaching staff kind of lack of confidence?
No, not this. 4th and 3 is, it's one of those things. 4th and 3 is not it's not a layup. Especially got points on the board. You're like, okay, let's tee it up and let's go again, right? This drive didn't happen. Okay, 4th and 3. Go ahead, kick the field goal. Fine. All right. We'll start another drive. We'll score a touchdown on the next one. So you could use it either way you want to. You could use it way, because the thing is, if you don't get it, okay, then that gives them a little bit more confidence, and so then guys can be, a little bit, they might lack confidence for not getting it. Like, oh man, we weren't able to get that.
Yeah.
So you don't want to do that, man. Go and get some points out of it, man. Let's tee it back up next time we get it. So
come on, baby, go. Yes. That's a first down. It's a first down. This football season, I'll be putting down normal sodas like Coca-Cola for Olipop. Olipop offers a healthier alternative with its low sugar content and natural ingredients. Olipop is more than just a drink. It's a wellness companion that supports your digestive health. Packed with prebiotics, this fizzy elixir helps promote good bacteria in your gut, leading to improved digestion and overall well-being. So go ahead, click the link in the description and use promo code SODALOVE and get your can of Olipop so you can enjoy the game guilt-free. Go Chiefs. Use the promo code SODALOVE for 15% off now. Yeah, obviously, we won this game. Again, we're not being negative here. We're just talking about what we saw. And 2 guys are benched today. I think we're just talking about that. But I did want to get, it's real. It's a legitimate problem. The things we've been talking about, where some people say being negative, it came to a head today with 2 guys being benched. But I do want to give a shout out because it was pretty noticeable. The guy that JD had a nice long chat with on the sideline a couple of weeks back, Charles Omenihu. Charles Omenihu brought some juice to that D-line. Yes, it was probably one of our worst days as far as stopping the run. But when Charles Omenihu was in there, you saw a little bit more juice. You saw a little bit more fluidity and more versatility within our pass rush. Karlaftis was able to go to the right side, left side. He was able to switch off. You saw everyone kind of doing a lot of different things we haven't really seen. When Omenihu, number 90, is back in there, you saw a little bit of versatility in that D-line. Mm-hmm. What did you guys make of Charles Omenihu's first game back, from what you noticed?
No, shoot. Hey, man, he got the chance to lather it up a little bit. I seen him get after O'Connell, run after him and stuff. And I'm like, that's what we need. We need a little bit of that. And I kind of figured he would, juice Chris up. Chris is getting back there, and it helps. It helps. Sometimes you need another, Batman or Robin, whoever Batman or Robin, you need your other super friends. Okay. This is Justice League, Batman, Superman, Aquaman, all of them, everybody got to play their part. So the minute who came in and, like you said, he was able to provide some juice. The next week, he's going to be even healthier. He's going to be even better. He's going to be ready to play. And so I think we'll see a difference. He's here to make a difference and an impact. And we've seen what that looks like. see what that looked like. So
both of our guys returning today had some juice. That was one of our most explosive runs I've seen in a while. It's something that, Hunt hasn't been able to provide really. It was nice to see Pacheco break away for a run. It was nice to see Omenihu, show that kind of juice from the D line. Hopefully it's just the start. Hopefully it just gets going from here, and we can start generating pass rush without having to blitz every single time, and not sacrifice the run game, because that's been something that's been happening lately too. We've been giving up a little too many yards on the ground to running back, so that needs to stop. But I don't know what his snap count was. I'm curious to see what that is, the final snap count for Omenihu. But I suspect he'll just keep playing more and more as he gets healthier, and then we'll just get some more cohesion on our D line and start getting back to where we were, man, because our defense, these close games where our offense isn't pulling its weight, only works if our defense is going extra hard. And if it doesn't, then that's when you're starting to see us almost and supposed to lose some of these games.
Yeah.
About Omenihu, JD, you had a really serious knee injury in your career.
Mm-hmm.
That first game back, is it like, obviously, he hasn't played in a long time. He looked good for what we saw and how many snaps he played. But is that first game back more of a mental thing? Like I can give it a go. And as we see him next week, is this first game kind of more of getting over a mental hurdle that I'm okay? Is that more of what it is? Kind of testing your mentality or your mental?
Somewhat. I think it goes more into like practice. You're gonna test it in practice, and just see where you are. But the first game is where you all out. And I think for me, mentally, if I put like a sleeve or something like that on the game, I always felt like, okay, yeah, that's enough support I need to get going. And so I'm sure Charles got his sleeve on. I don't know if he has, little side, the things on the side, the middle brackets on the side that kind of hold it, as far as like what he's doing. But sure. You just wanted to see, okay, I got over this hump. But I think he was ready to go. I think he was really ready to go. You know what it's going to be? You'll truly know after you get out of the training room when it's all said and done. Because the adrenaline's pumping, you can't really feel too much. It's after that gets you like, oh, is there any swelling? Like, no swelling, looks good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's true.
All right. Yeah, it's like, all right, okay, I'm good then. Shoot, that's why I wanted to see how my knee was going to respond to it.
Yeah.
So that's when you really truly know. So,
and that's what's even better to have a couple extra days too.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you said, this mini break right here, couldn't have come at a better time, man. Couldn't have come at a better time, especially we don't have the answers we need on defense. Seem like we're not doing what we need to do to put the guys in the right position on offense to make plays. We need the coaches and stuff to get those guys, get them together, man. From up there, calling the plays. What do y'all want to do moving forward offensively? Because now you got Pacheco back. Now you got Kareem Hunt back. Now you can see what this offense is going to look like somewhat, okay? And I want to know who's going to be the first one saying, man, we didn't run the football enough, nearly as enough as we should have. So it should be Andy Heck. He should be the first one to come in and turn over a table, knock a Gatorade bottle off, something. Walk in with his arms crossed and just being there at the table like his arms crossed, like, hey, man, what's going on here? Hey, you know where I'm at with this, So
14 carries is not enough, especially when you have two guys who are so two bruisers. I mean, yeah, Pacheco has a little bit more pop as far as like the speed aspect of it, but two bruisers, man. You grinded it out like that all game long. Defense is going to crack, especially a team that's 2-9, but yet they hung around with us all game long.
Yeah. The Raiders now gave them 11 touchdowns. It was, middle of the pack on stopping the run. So run the football. Pacheco, he ran that one out for 27 yards. You tell me you can't get no more than that? You can't give him no more than those things?
And that was our identity for a while. We just completely got away from it.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.